From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
I can't believe it's already October.
I know.
It is.
Where is this year gone?
The NBA season already.
It's here, and it's weird because it hasn't felt like October yet, so it's just kind of hard to mentally prepare.
Yes.
It's been so stinking warm. It's warm this morning. It'll be warm this afternoon, and we still have the chance for spring-like severe weather today and tomorrow in portions of Oklahoma. But then, guys, the cooler air moves in, and it will definitely feel like fall. What we're watching right now is that. You can pick it out. You don't have to be a meteorologist, just to be someone who's weather savvy, and that's most of Oklahoma, to pick out the main upper level storm system, the swirl, the area of low pressure. There's kind of two coming through portions of Idaho, another coming down I-40, big trough dominating the western United States. The energy sparked severe weather yesterday in New Mexico, dumping snow in the Rockies. We have thunderstorms in the panhandles this morning, and ahead of that system, look at the 70s extending all the way up into northern portions of our country, all the way up to the U.S.-Canada border. That is very warm for this time of year for a morning low. The big cold air pool is back to the west, and that slides into Oklahoma. The leading edge of it moves in tomorrow evening. Today, we do have a chance and a window of opportunity for some severe weather. You will notice on Next Gen Live a few sprinkles showing up near Pryor, Wagner, Muskogee, pretty high up. The air's pretty dry underneath it. Most of that is what we call virga. It's evaporating before it reaches the ground. A little bit of that going on in western Oklahoma. May get a few sprinkles in the southwest from Altus to Hollis. Some heavier rain and storms out near Lubbock. Also out in the Oklahoma Panhandle, a few heavy downpours there. Lucky Star Skycam Network live from downtown. It's dry in Oklahoma City. We look mostly dry through the day. Temperatures are in the 70s, so just prepare for a mild start this morning. Before you go forecast, we're in the 80s by lunchtime, mid 80s this afternoon. Average high is 78. We're soaring well above that. Some 90s down in southern and southwestern Oklahoma. South winds are up today. You'll notice some gusts at times, 15 to 30 miles per hour, which will ramp up the Gulf moisture. And with a little bit of wind shear showing up later today, there is a chance for a brief tornado. So it's a low risk from Alva down to Tologa, Clinton, Hobart, down to Altus. Trackers will be in this area monitoring any storm that can move in. Overall, the risk of severe weather still in the low category. We're watching for large hail, damaging winds, and that low tornado risk. So here's future Next Gen showing a little bit of the rain activity going on this morning, maybe a sprinkle or two. Then the dry line starts to firm up in the Panhandle, and a few thunderstorms take off. The front will likely erupt up into Kansas with more widespread severe storms. But any storm that can form in the west will have the chance to rotate, be severe. We just may not see very many of them. Then overnight tonight, a few more scattered showers and storms, especially to the north. There is a chance in the metro, and it's really around lunchtime tomorrow that the main forcing with this upper level wave I showed you swings over the plains. And with a cold front sagging into the state, numerous severe storms try to take off on the leading edge. Right along that front, those storms will be very efficient hail producers, some big time hail possible, a lot of heat and instability to work with, some damaging winds will be possible, and then widespread rain across the state tomorrow. May even end up with some localized flooding. Some areas get too many of those thunderstorms in a short period of time. Now, it just depends on where the front sets up. Along and south of the front will be the heaviest rain. North of that, I do think you get rain. It's totals just not quite as much. We're talking breaking this down kind of with these two waves. Today, best chance of rain from Woodward to the north to Alva, very isolated down to the south, 10% chance of rain in the metro. Today, the threats again, low tornado risk and quarter to golf ball size hail with winds 60 to 70 miles per hour. So you know the drill. Our entire team will bring you updates today. Tonight, we may have a few thunderstorms. We're up into the 40s tonight in the Panhandle, by the way. That true cold front doesn't blow through until much later tomorrow afternoon. There is a chance of rain tonight and tomorrow morning. And then here's your Wednesday. 70s in the northwest, 80s to mid 80s to the south, and we will have to see where this front sets up during kind of initiation of the storms. All of this could shove further south. That is possible. Some data suggests that happens, but it's still too far out. So I just want you to be aware that tomorrow between noon and 8 o'clock, there's a pretty likely chance of storms, and they could be severe. 100% chance of rain in the metro. Wherever that boundary sets up, quarter, golf ball, maybe even up to tennis ball size hail in spots with winds 60 to 70 miles per hour. And then the cooler air moves in. One of the coolest mornings on the 9-day, Saturday morning. Some 30s in the Panhandle, 40s across the state, highs in the 60s and 70s this weekend. There's the October air just a few days away. And we're back right after this.